All right, welcome to Frank Teaches DevOps. Okay, so in this series, in this episode, or in this video, I will be describing how to deploy, um, how to provision an EC2 instance to to AWS using Terraform scripts. Okay, using Terraform scripts. So this icon is a Terraform icon, and this is my cloud. So I'll be writing a Terraform script that will deploy an EC2 instance to AWS. And I call this video Terraform ABC. ABC at a top level. All right. It's just like you have beginners, intermediate, and advanced. So it's just intermediate. All right. Somehow is a combination of beginners, Terraform, and advanced Terraform. Okay, so but we're just keeping it simple, very simple. So now I will be using Terraform to provision EC2 instance to AWS Cloud from start to finish. All right. So script content. So these are the things my script is going to have. My script is going to have, sorry, nine EC2 instance. All right, my script is going to have a VPC, a subnet, a route table, internet gateway, security group, key pair, data sources, and user data, and finally EC2 instance. All right, EC2 instance. Then the deliverables, like I said, is Terraform ABC top level. So deliverables, I'll be using input variable in all I'm doing, output variables, and local values. Then I'll also be saving my states. All right, I'll be configuring a backend and AWS S3 backend, Terraform backend using S3. Okay, S3, and my state will be is my Terraform state will be managed remotely. All right, meaning that I my Terraform state will be managed using AWS S3. Then finally, the result is an EC2 instance. Okay, all right. So let's get started. Let's get started. So on this base machine, I'm going to make a directory mkdir. Let me call it EC2. EC2. Okay, so I have some files already in in S3. That file is provision. Let me check. Okay, datas. Datas. All right, I need that file. Provider, sorry, provider.tf. I need the file. Okay, so this is what I will do. I'll copy S3 datas provider.tf into EC2. Okay, so go into EC2. So I just want to start with my provider. I have my provider already, cart provider. All right, so this is my provider, it's already set. So the next thing I need to create is my main.tf. So in my main.tf, I'm going to have the following resources. I'm going to have VPC, starting with the VPC. So resource, all right, AWS underscore VPC that I will call it demo VPC. Okay, so now I'll hop onto Google. Like I said, that's why I call it Terraform ABC. Terraform. So I'll look at the AWS VPC Terraform implementation. Terraform AWS VPC. So I'm going to look at VPC resource and see how it's been implemented. So you don't have to do a lot. That's why it's called ABC. Okay, so this is what I need. This is how you deploy. This is how you you declare the VPC, the VPC the VPC resource. Let me check for other things. VPC I am all right. So let me copy this. Copy, bring it here. Okay, so I'm gonna paste it. Hmm. See that block? All right, so see that block is that. So yeah, so keep it simple. Let me check for other things. Okay. Um, Instance tenancy. By default is default anyway. By default is default. So we just need to. All right. So that's all. So I'm through with my VPC. Okay. I'm through with my VPC. So the next thing we need to do in our diagram is subnet, right? Subnet. So I'll hop back to my um, Google. I'll say Terraform AWS subnet. Sorry, subnet. I meant to say. So subnet. So let's look at how AWS subnet is being declared. Okay. So this is how it's being declared. Okay. Copy all of this. Copy. Come down and paste it. So subnet, I am calling AWS subnet. I will say demo demo sub demo sub. Then my VPC ID, it will be uh, dot demo VPC. All right. It will be the resource name, which is VPC. I will explain. The resource name VPC dot the logical name dot id. So my CEDAR block is 1 dot slash 24. Then the name of the subnet, which is tag, I'll still call it demo sub. Okay, I'm through with subnet. That is that with subnet. Great. Now the next on our list is route table. Okay, so I'll still go back. I'll say AWS route table. Okay, route table, open. So how is it declared? So this is a route table. In your route table, you're calling your VPC, and then inside your route, you're also calling your internet gateway as a route. Okay. Okay. So this is what I will do. 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 I'm going to copy all of this. Copy, copy. All right. Where are we? Paste it. Okay. So pasted. So here's my route table. I'm going to call it. I'm removing IPv6 support. I'm removing IPv6 support. This is IPv6 support route. Okay. Tag. So resource route table. The logical name is demo RTB demo RTB. Okay. Then my VPC ID is going to be this demo VPC. Okay, my CEDAR block, which is for my subnet, is that. Would that be okay? That's routable. That's all right. Okay, then One sec. Mm, oh no, this route is wrong because should it? Okay, we're going to check. So internet gateway will be. I'm going to create internet gateway right away. So demo IGW. All right, demo IGW. So I just created uh, the route table. The tag will be demo IGW. Okay, so now let's quickly look for internet gateway so that we don't miss out on that part. All right, I'll correct something. Internet gateway. So open. All right, so this is internet gateway. So copy this as it is. Come here. So quickly, and I'm going to paste it. So my internet gateway is this, then it's going to be demo IGW. My VPC is demo VPC. All right. Then the tag for my internet gateway is demo IGW. Demo IGW. So we just created our internet gateway. We've it's been used here. Internet gateway VPC ID. All right. So I need to change. I will change something quickly. Okay. So we've come back to our diagram. We've created routable internet gateway. Now let's create their association. Routable association and internet gateway association as well. Let's see. Um, route table association. Okay. So Terraform AWS Route Table Association. So in here, we are associating our subnets. All right. We are associating our subnets to our route table, which is also associated to our internet gateway. Route table association. Okay. Um, all right. So let me copy this. Copy. Come here. Route table association. So this has to be route table association demo RTBA. RTBA. So subnet is where's my subnet? My subnet is demo sub. Demo sub. Okay, demo sub. Then my routable ID is um dot demo RTB dot ID. Okay, rtb.id. So we've associated our subnet to our route table. Okay, then let's look at internet gateway association. Internet gateway. Let's see. Okay, our internet gateway already has internet access. So this is it. Okay, so this guy, um, then our CEDA block of our routes may have to be all zeros. This has to be all zero. Apologies. This has to be 0 and 0. Okay, that's anywhere. So that's routes. All right, anywhere meaning this is internet access. Okay, so let's see what we have here under attachments. Internet gateway attachments. See that block. Okay, all right, that's all right. Okay, so these are the things we need to create. We've created the VPC, subnet, route table, internet gateway. All right. Now we need to create a security group. All right, as well as a key pair. Okay, so I think I've done justice so far. All right. Let me just run a plan and see what happens. Let me run a plan. So Terraform initialize. Great. So Terraform plan supposed to validate defaults, unsupported arguments. Okay, instance, wrong spelling, vim main, line 4, wrong spelling. Okay, instance tenancy. All right, I'm supposed to run Terraform validates to check my code. That's perfect. Then I'll now run Terraform plan. Okay, provider, I'm having this error. Okay, so maybe my provider has changed somehow. So duplicate is, I'll go to I deactivated my access keys. Maybe. So I deactivated the access keys. Takes time. Users, roles. Okay, so security. Let me check what I have here. Okay, this will have to be sorted out. Let me, it will have to be sorted out. All right, so it's inactive, so I have to activate it. It's been activated, so activated. So if I rerun my plan, Terraform plan, I should get something. All right, so it's now coming and things I need to do. All right, so my what's it called? My VPC does not have DNS enabled DNS support, so I need to take these options from my VPC, copy, go back, .tf. So where's my VPC? All right, so I need to do something. I need to paste that. So I need to, okay, so DNS host name. Oh, sorry. DNS host name. This has to be true, and this as well has to be true. All right, great. Okay, so escape now. Terraform plan. All right, so this two is now coming true. Okay, all right. So cedar block is this, and yeah. So let's look at other things we need to create. We need to create security group and key pair. So I'll still have to go back to my Google AWS. I would say security group, security group. So I'm going to look at how it's been implemented. All right, but I wouldn't want to use because I would love to open more than two ports, more than two ports, 22, and 443 and even 80, port 80. So yeah, I'm going to be using the concept of dynamic ingress. So copy this, just copy it. So vim main. All right, so I'm at the bottom. I'll paste. So here is my security group. So for the security group, I'll say demo SG, demo SG, name is demo SG, demo SG, description. Then the VPC, I'm targeting demo VPC dot ID. All right. Then I will be using dynamic ingress. So yeah, I would say dynamic ingress. So that would be the declaration is something like let's look at the declaration. AWS dynamic block. Okay, dynamic block. Let's see. Okay, for each content. All right, so I need this part as it is. Copy. All right, so dynamic this, so that has to be using the for each keyword, for underscore each. All right, for underscore each, for underscore each will be to set function, local dots. I may have to look that up. So I'll be using to set function. Okay, one set. Let me look at for each to set a dynamic ingress security group. Security group. Mhm, mhm. Okay, so local dot port underscore in. This value I may have to define this local dot port as a local variable, a local value, as we have it here. Deliverables, I'll be using local values. All right, I'll be using local values. All right, so um, let's see the parts. Then I may have to come here and then say contents. Okay, so contents, these are my contents. These are my contents. So push this. These are my contents. These are my contents. These are my contents. These are my contents. So I'm closing my contents and okay. All right. So, but before then, let me declare the local variable. So I'll say local. I'm going to say locals. All right. Or we can also look it up. You can look it up. You can say AWS Terraform locals. How locals is defined. Terraform. Opening the tab. So everything I'm doing, I'm just showing us how it is being done, how to search for it. All right. So this is how you declare local variables. All right. with this concept. So with that in mind, I'm going to use that to define my port underscore in. Okay, um, port underscore in. So this I will use, um, I will define this attribute as a list. So mean that I want to open multiple ports. All right. For me to open multiple ports, I need to declare it as a local variable and pass those values as list. So I'm going to open ports 22, ports 80, and ports 443. So these are the ports I need to open. All right. So ports underscore out has to be just zero. All right. So great. Okay. So we've defined two local variables, and we need to use those. We need to call those local variables in our dynamic block. Okay. So for that, we are calling using to set function local dot port underscore in is going to target all of these item. All right, all of those item. Okay, then let's drill down. Okay, dsg description, vpc id is this. That's great, looking great. To set now, content is this. Now from port is going to be ingress dot value, the same thing, ingress dot value. Mind you, dynamic block has to be in double quote, the ingress, like this and like that. Okay, okay, all right. So from ports to ports, protocol is TCP. CEDA block has to be. Let's suppose they've used CEDA block. Okay, your VPC. So CEDA block using your VPC. So I'm calling my VPC. This has to be demo VPC. Okay, demo VPC dot CEDA block. IPv6. Do I need IPv6 support? Okay, demo VPC 6. I don't need IPv6. I don't need it. Don't worry. TCP protocol TCP. Okay, then the the egress part will do the same thing. All right, dynamic egress. So I've closed my content. I need to close my dynamic ingress as well. Okay, I've closed this. I need to close this. So the next is my dynamic um die. I could as well just copy everything, copy all of this, copy as it is, and paste. Great. So this has to be egress. So egress. So here will be out, port underscore out. as is defined in my locals, as is defined here, port underscore out. Okay, so description, wherever, from ports has to be egress, egress, egress. Protocol is -1. Okay, then cedar block. Okay, so cedar block, I could use something like this. Let me see. VPC. Okay, but to keep it safe, you can use that block anywhere, anywhere, anywhere /0. The same thing is to the ingress, meaning accept connections from anywhere and accept connections to anywhere. 0.0.0/0. Let's see. All right. Okay, there has to be dynamic. Okay, it's done already. Okay, so it's done already. So I'm going to remove all of this. Remove all of this. Okay, so yeah, this has to be as a list of string, list of string, list of string, list of string. All right, list it off. As this, mm-hmm, as this, as this. Okay, so let's look at parenthesis, egress block. It ends here, ingress block. Then the egress block, 1, 2. It ends there. Then I don't need this. It's an extra. Then finally, our security group resource ends there. So that's it. Okay. So we just finished the security group. All right. So next on our table is going to be close this. We are through. Next on the table is going to be key pair. Key pair. AWS key pair. So key pair. Let's check how key pair is being run. Key pair. All right. This is key pair. So this is all I need. I need like this. Copy. So my key pair. Paste it. So key pair. I'll call it demo key, demo key. The key name being my private key, I will say, let me call it demo key as well. Demo key, and great. The public key, I'll be using the file function to serve the public key. So it will be demo key dot pub. All right, so this is something new again. I'll close it here. So let me go and create this key pair. So we have it locally. So I'll say SSH key generates minus F. That will be demo key. Okay, so no passphrase, no passphrase. There it is. So now have our demo key.pub. Mind you, that key must be present locally. All right, so go back to your main.tf. So we have our private key. We also have our demo key or our public key. So I'm using the file function to retrieve this content of this key. Okay, demo key. All right, so let's check our table of contents. I've done data sources. Let me not go data sources because of time. All right, so let me just do user data and EC2 instance. Okay, so the in EC2 instance, so resource. Let me look for EC2 instance. Um, EC2 instance. All right, so yeah, this is Amazon. Um, Terraform. Keep it. Hmm. Okay. EC2 instance. Where are you? EC2. Oh, this instance AMI. Okay. So also need to call our key. How can we serve our key? Our key is key underscore name. All right. Key underscore name. All right. All right. Key underscore name. Okay. So I'll copy this part. I'll just copy this part. Copy. Come over here. Paste that. So demo EC2. All right. Demo EC2. The AMI ID. I'll just go to my EC2 instance and pick one AMI. Launch. Let's launch. Let me just copy this AMI because of time. Copy that AMI and I'll use it here. So that's it. So the instance type is T2 micro. Then the key underscore name is going to be, I'm going to call this key all of these my key here. I'm calling this key. Okay, dot key underscore name. So it has to be dot that. Yeah. Okay, so the resource name dot the local name, logical name dot the identifier name. All right, so um okay, so we also need to do some calling as well. Let's see other calling we need to do. Okay, so just copy AMI ID. Then we also need to attach security group to this instance as well as the subnet ID. Okay, so we're going to come down security underscore groups. So we are defining the security group. Oh, sorry. Okay, so security groups is all the security group name. So these are security group name. All right. So copy it. So there we are. paste it, dot id. Okay, then finally is the subnet id, subnet underscore id. So this should be, so you target your subnet. Where is your subnet defined? Should be up, 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 up. Yes, this is subnet. Copy it. Okay, so we paste it there. All right, dot id. Remove all of this. Dot. That's it. So finally, we close our EC2 resource. We close our EC2 resource. Okay, so let's do a review. So we've declared VPC, subnet, route table. Um, okay, did we do subnet association? Let's check. It was only routable association. Okay, okay, we have all right, the subnet here. Okay, all right, so we have the subnet there. We associated our subnet to our routable, and also great, great. All right, so let's save and try and deploy. So let's do Terraform Validates. If everything goes well, let's see. Okay, contents should be contents and not. Let's check. um AWS dynamic group, dynamic block. Let's see. Ingress. Content, no s, there should be no s. So vim main. So look for content. Yes, so that's content. There should be no s. Done. Okay, save and quit. So let's validate again. Terraform validates. Success, everything is success now, successful. So now we can now let's Terraform plan and see what happens. Let's Terraform plan and see what happens. So what are we having issue? This should be, it's a string known only after apply. Incorrect attribute value, security underscore groups. Okay, this security underscore groups, security underscore groups. All right, so there's a concept called interpolation. So it wants me to interpolate it. So let's do that. Let's do that. All right, double quote this. This is interpolation, and this. Okay, I could do the same thing here as well. Concept of interpolation. Um, all right, so that's it. Escape, save and quit. Terraform plan. Terraform plan. Is a string known only after apply. Security underscore groups. So let's see EC2 instance. This is EC2 instance, right? And let's look at the arguments. Let's look for the arguments. Control F, security. Security underscore groups. A list of security group. Okay. It should be a list. it should be a list of string. All right, so for a list of string, I can do it like this. Should be a list of string. Yep. So let's try that and see. So Terraform plan. Let's plan again. All right. So take note that should be declared as a list of string. So this should be declared as a list of string. Okay. All right. Like I told you, this is Terraform ABC at a higher level. All right. So yeah. So let's do Terraform plan one more time and see what we are going to spin to the cloud. All right. VPC 8 and okay, okay, all right. So let's do that. So this is our dynamic block 22443, and this is where is 80. This is 80. Okay. All right. So now let's do Terraform apply. Terraform apply auto what approve. Terraform apply auto approve. Let's see if everything goes well. They're getting an error. Creating VPC. Maximum number of VPCs has been reached in that region. Maximum number of VPC in that region. Let's check. Okay, we were having this issue. They said the maximum number of VPCs has been reached because I had five VPCs. So the maximum number of VPCs you can have in a tenant is five by default. So I deleted two VPC. So this should go now. So if I do Terraform apply, this should go through because the VPC I have been deleted. All right. So creating this VPC. So let's see if everything goes fine, and I'll pause this video and I will write back when everything is done. Okay, so we just finished deploying how many resources? 7 resources to the cloud. So let's check those resources. Right from the VPC, let's go. Let me refresh this page. Um, refresh. Um, whoa. This should be it. VPC, I didn't give you the tag. I didn't give you the tag. My bad. Main VPC. Top. VPC has no tag. So VPC has no tag. So this we have to be. This has to be. Let me destroy this first. This has to be. This has to be. Um, sorry. This has to be tags. Okay. Name. Um, demo VPC. All right. So close it. Is closed. So let me destroy the resource and or let me reapply. Let me reapply. I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, we've deployed this resource. So, however, we still have some changes we need to make, which is on subnet. So the subnet has to target the VPC. Okay, so what's that VPC? VPC is this. So we have to target. Sorry, this is that block in in the subnet has to target the VPC. Okay, all right. So for that, repos. You may have to okay, copy all of this. All right, so I'm going to divide this video into two sections. So I'll continue in the next episode, which is part two. All right, thank you. Thank you.